Hey everyone, one very lonely guy, TND&D here. Lionel is not going to be with us today, but I felt like still making a video, so today we're going to go over what I think of Oath of the Frozen King by Absolute Tabletop. Sort of how to use it, and a few little comments and critiques that I have, which may be helpful. So, first of all, full disclosure, I do know these guys. I play Overwatch with a couple of them quite regularly, so bear that in mind when you are using my opinion in your decisions, if you do that. So yeah, let's just go right ahead. So firstly, the actual PDF of Oath is just stunning. These guys have gone full out with their Kickstarter to get some absolutely amazing pieces of art. I'll pop up an example of the cover art, which is one of my favorite pieces in there on the screen. Just look at it. Fantastic. I love the heart in the center. It's just awesome. So this so Oath of the Frozen King is an adventure kit. It's not one of those classic adventure modules, which I know a lot of people write. This is something pretty unique. I haven't seen anything like it before. So while you can just run a an adventure straight from the book without doing sort of any of their toolkit stuff, they've sort of got an example of an adventure you may run, the sort of base Oath of the Frozen King. You don't have to do that. You can reskin it how you like, you can change things however you like. It's all about using it to make it your own. And what I like about this is sort of I guess it's just the sweet spot for preparing adventures, one-shots, or even putting it into your campaign. Obviously, there's a lot less work involved than running this big adventure modules, which can be, 50 pages of a lot of text and maps. When this one is only 68 pages, and it has practically limitless replayability value. Once you've done a normal module, you can't really do it again with the same players, because they've done it. They know all the tricks. But this one sort of just does just enough for you that you can prep something entirely different using the exact same roll tables. One of my favorite things is there's an art by, I believe it was Nate from WASD20, who did a drop dice, the drop dice dungeon generator, which is just awesome. We just get a bunch of polyhedral dice, roll them on your piece of paper, draw around them, and then take the numbers and then use that to look at the roll tables, and just write your prep right there on one piece of paper with a map. It's an absolutely fantastic method, and I've used this once so far. Players loved it. They really loved the sort of feel of the game, the thematics, like how good the descriptions were, because I was just doing it pretty much straight from the book, sort of giving it a good test. So one of the things in the book, which I think is my favorite part, is the locations. Not only do they have the name of each location with a small little description, they also have a sights, sounds, and sensations. So what do you see? They have three little things, that rule of three. What do you hear? Say wind or ice crunching underfoot. And then what do you feel? You obviously feel cold because it's in this icy tomb. Or maybe you change that to feeling really hot, and you're just sweaty and horrible because maybe you're doing Oath of the Lava King or whatever. Just reskinning it. You just change a couple of words, and it's a completely different kind of adventure. And that's the beauty of this kit. You're not stuck just doing one thing like you are with an adventure module, but you're not stuck trying to come up with something yourself when you're just doing it completely from scratch. This is that perfect in-between. So, I suppose the very best thing about this kit is the absolutely massive, 30-page, 25 to 30-page toolkit right at the end of the book, where it has just roll tables after roll tables after roll tables, and you can just whip up a 4-hour adventure in probably 10 minutes of just rolling and making a couple of notes. And think about how long it takes to make to actually prep for an adventure module. It takes just ages. You have to read the entire thing. Some of them are like 40 pages. You've got a load of text. You've got to keep in mind all the different NPCs and like what they say, like what they know. It's just to sort of, you know, actually use that adventure module. But in this one, you've got a nice simple 6 roll tables that to generate an NPC. You can do that on the fly. As well, you've got, you know, all the different races, names, personalities, what they're wearing, what they're good at, what they're bad at. That's all you really need for an NPC, and that's just perfect. So, is Oath of the Frozen King worth it? Definitely. If you didn't kickstart it, I'd recommend going to Absolute Tabletop. I'll leave links in the description. It's definitely worth it. I mean, you can use it multiple times, multiple different ways. You can take out parts of it, shove in your adventure wherever you want, or you can run one whole adventure into this dungeon. So, I think perhaps some of the only critiques I have are, I wish Timbo the Prep Troll was, you know, used more around the around the book, perhaps. Jokes aside, some little like cutouts, you know, like they've done with some of their previous work, like how to maybe use this book, or how they'd actually use this book themselves. I think that's what I find interesting. I mean, these guys are pretty experienced GMs, so it'll be interesting to see any advice they might give. Like a couple of page spread right at the beginning, but maybe a few little notes here and there, just saying, you know, perhaps you can take this out, use it in your adventure here, or this is how you want to use your NPC generator, or this is how to get a cool looking encounter like flowing correctly, like how to make a trap work, that kind of thing. Yeah, just a little, you know, a few sentences just here and there, like this is how I'd use this kind of thing. Would be quite interesting. Other than that, I think it's a great start, and I can't wait to see the next adventure kit in the many months. I know it will be a long time, but these guys are working their little butts off. So that was I know it was a little quick video, but it's hard to ramble by yourself. But hopefully Lionel will be joining me next time. Thanks very much for listening, and I will catch you next time.